Hi, this is Anthony, and welcome back to my show. As always, before I begin, please click the subscribe button below. It really helps me out, and it doesn't cost you anything. Thanks so much. Remember back in 2020 when we thought the pandemic may be a short-term dumpster fire that might be over soon? Of course, a lot of people are looking back at that time fondly now. In parts of the United States, the pandemic seems to be winding down, but it could flare up again, as it has in places like Shanghai, where the government is enforcing draconian measures to try to stop the spread. Of course, now there's a major war going on in Ukraine. The war is in part, but not wholly, responsible for increases in food and fuel prices throughout the world. All the money that was created and spent in the United States and perhaps in other countries on pandemic relief has caused the highest inflation in this country in decades. And remember empty store shelves 2 years ago? Now we have a baby formula shortage, and quite frankly, with food supplies disrupted due to the war in Ukraine and droughts in India, there may well be more runs on goods in the near future. And of course, we are in the heart of a bear market, which had been anticipated for quite a while and now has materialized. Personally, I think that this bear market will provide a good buying opportunity to get into broad indices at more reasonable prices than we've seen in quite a while, and maybe a medium to long-term profitable opportunity for select stocks, while keeping in mind there are a lot of junk stocks that deserve to be at the low prices they currently are at. Let's look at two penny stocks that have been really beaten down lately, WEJO and Nano. And be sure to put in the comment section which of these two companies you prefer. And if you're actually invested in one or both of them at this time, leave a note about the number of shares that you own. I'm not going to read the following information about WEJO. What follows is pretty much straight from Wikipedia with a couple minor edits for brevity. Since this is YouTube, you can stop and start the video once you've read the information, or if you already know about the company, just skip ahead a little bit. Of course, some of the data and projected actions may have already taken place or be inaccurate at this point. And as far as that, I'm not going to do it, but if there's anybody interested in updating the Wikipedia article, I would encourage you to do so. Okay, what about Nano Dimension, stock symbol NNDM? If you subscribe to my channel, you'll see that I've done probably over a dozen videos related to this Israeli-based company. Here's from their website. Again, you probably already know what they do, and I'm not going to read it out loud, but I'll put it up for a moment so you can read it. Again, I've mentioned that I've done many videos on this firm, and I analyze why I think that the company is not a good investment, whether for the short term or the long term. I could be wrong about its future prospects, but to date, since it was floated on the stock exchange, it's lost over 96% of its value. It is still losing money and projected to continue losing money. My last 4 videos of the company were a deep dive into their 20F, which was their annual report for 2021. I'm going to put some screenshots up for the financials for both companies. First will be WEJO and then Nano. As you can see, the financials are terrible. They are losing a lot of money, especially WEJO. Let's look at the lifetime and year-to-date charts. As you can see, over the course of WEJO's short life, its stock has lost 79%, and year-to-date it's down 68%. Over the course of Nano Dimension's 7 years, its stock is down over 96%, and year-to-date it's down 30.54%. Okay, so if you had to pick one of these two, which one would it be? Now let's say that you didn't have to pick one. Would you still invest in either of these? The whole stock market is down these days because we're in a bloody bull market. Both of these stocks are down a tremendous amount. But is it in sympathy with the overall market? Or is it because these two stocks are money-losing companies? Personally, I'm conflicted. WEJO has a longer history of losing money because it's been around longer than Nano, but WEJO seems to be more of a software company rather than a hardware company, which is the opposite of Nano. Being a software company, it's much easier to update something that's becoming obsolete or which has a bug in the system, as opposed to manufacturing large physical machinery with complicated components and which have a much narrower customer base. Therefore, I'm leaning towards thinking that of the two, WEJO might be the better buy for the long term. Again, leave your comments about these in the comment section. Remember, nothing here is financial advice, simply YouTube entertainment. I'm just some guy on the internet that you don't know. But I think that as you listen to my entertainment, you might see some legitimate wisdom into it. Again, do your own research into what you think is appropriate for your portfolio, your risk tolerances, and your time horizon. Okay, that's enough stock talk for today. I would really appreciate it if you made it this far if you leave a comment, either positive or negative. I can take the negative criticism, and in fact I've made videos in the past where I specifically analyze various viewers' critiques of my arguments. I would love to do that again if viewers leave comments. And if you like this type of content and want to see more, it would really help me out if you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Also, please view my other videos, and if you like them, click the like button. It also helps out if you leave a comment in the comment section for each one. I'm on Instagram at Anthony R.R. Mills. You can follow me there. Since this channel is not yet monetized, if you want to help me out, I sell small collectibles on eBay. Things like old stock and bond certificates, coins and banknotes, stamps and postal items, and books, along with other things such as Masonic items. If you're interested in buying silver coins as collectibles or investments, I usually have some listed. If you're interested in investing in gold or silver as a commodity, I have a few YouTube videos that explain how you can easily do that, plus some of the pitfalls of doing so. You can find my items on eBay with my username, stock_tycoon. Thanks for watching and good luck in investing.